Transcending time and space, living in the future. Xuefeng. Humans are inherently life itself. Life is a spiritual, anti-material structure, with consciousness at its core. For consciousness, there is no distinction between reality and illusion, no constraints of time and space, and no division between past and future. The dilemmas of reality versus illusion and time versus space stubbornly persist in human cognition, but for life itself, these are non-issues. The essence of life is perception and experience. Without these, there is no life, or to say, life without perception and experience does not exist. In terms of perception and experience, there is no difference between dreams and reality, online gaming and actual participation, virtual and real scenarios, chatting face-to-face or in dreams, reminiscing the past or anticipating the future, practical action and imagination. For instance, in the illusionary scenario of dreams, what is perceived and experienced is the same as what is perceived and experienced in what we consider reality. In any case, it's all about perception and experience, so for life itself, there is no issue of reality versus illusion, nor of past, present, or future. Humans cannot transcend reality and space-time in cognition, which is the limitation of human cognition. This limitation confines our thoughts within the four-dimensional space-time, preventing us from breaking free from the shackles of reality and the bounds of space-time. The notion and viewpoint of living in the moment are typical examples of cognition and thought confined by reality and space-time. Or to say, living in the moment is purely human thinking and not the cognition and thought of a higher form of life. Now, let's explore the feasibility of transcending space-time from human cognition. What has happened is called the past or history. What is happening is called the present or the moment. What will happen is called the future or the prospect. Now we choose, do you want to live in the past, the present, or the future? For those with a beautiful past, they both wish to live in the past and look forward to the future. For those with a painful past, they definitely do not want to live in the past. So, how many people truly want to live in the present? Apart from those currently enjoying life, most people prefer to live in the future, as the future is yet to happen and holds the potential for happiness. The main point I want to convey is that the present moment is the most challenging for life. Concerns about basic needs, utility bills, maintenance costs, social obligations, personal safety, and the constant threat of natural disasters and karma-induced calamities make living in the present the most troubling and painful. Since life is about perception and experience, consciously avoiding and escaping the present's confusions and sorrows is wise. A sad reality we must face is that nearly 1 million people commit suicide globally each year, with millions more attempting unsuccessfully, and billions contemplating it. Why commit suicide? Because the present is too bitter, with no hope, no turning point, no beautiful future in sight, so why not just end it? This is the tragic life of those who live in the present. Now, let's imagine if someone in current hardship knew they would receive $1 million tomorrow, meet a benefactor to lift them out of their miserable situation, that their hardship would soon end, or that in a few years they would rise to success, or knew their future in the endless paradise, enjoying a wonderful life, would they still commit suicide? Of course not. Not only would they not commit suicide, but they would also live happily every day. This shows that living with consciousness in the future, rather than the present, can make life more beautiful. Therefore, let yourself live in the future. Imagine living in the life Chanuan's created life oasis, in the 1,000-year world, the 10,000-year world, the Elysium world Isle of Isles. This way, the present's bitterness will lessen, and no matter how hard or difficult, you can endure. The present's worries and pains will dissipate like smoke, and all fears and concerns will just be fleeting illusions, making every day feel interesting, like playing a game. Even if death comes, there will be no fear, but rather a ready acceptance. This is one way to transcend time and space. We must understand that the future is achieved through our heart and thoughts. Since the essence of life is perception and experience, living in a beautiful future holds more meaning and value than living in the present. One of the mysteries of life is that perception and experience determine life's quality and realm. Given this, why let consciousness experience the sorrowful present? Why not let consciousness experience a beautiful future? After all, consciousness does not differentiate between reality and illusion. Everything we experience is the essential attribute of life. June 16, 2018. ChatGPT can make mistakes. Consider checking important information.